got that sheep too. It's got those sheep. Do you get it? Do you get it? Do you get it? It's like an aliens type thing. Wow. Wicked creative, I know. We did not make a framework for the last one, right? Right. If we did, again, it would have taken a while longer to have made it, which actually would have worked out great because for whatever reason, the publisher gave me like half a year extra to work on. Could you type a little louder, please? Gave me so much extra time. We may as well have done a new framework, but I don't know. Do we go for it this time? Because we've also got, because it's a sequel, if we use the same tech that the last game had, we got some like code carryover for it. So because of our tech level, because it's 1977 tech, it takes 20% longer almost. But because we've done this before in the prequel game, it'd take 10% off. So we could like wind this back a little bit and like, wow, super speed. But the expected interest goes down doing that, which I might play around with that a little bit. If we're not making our own framework, it doesn't really matter. There's no reason to have it cutting edge. Because typically you would go for cutting edge for the framework. Like as long as the bar is like kind of sort of a bit full, because it's going to take us like a year to make the game, so keep that in mind. This stuff's going to be a year out date regardless. I think we just go for it. I think it's fine. It's whatever. 44.93. Yeah, let's see here. How is the market doing for simulation? Looking familiar. Still largely lacking gameplay. And a bit graphics would be cool too. So we're looking at like... we'd be looking at something like that. So let's see what we can do here. Since we're getting a little bit of stuff back, we can go for physics this time around. Oh, look at that expected. There's just a little bit of wasted, but that wasted is because of the bar mini game here. Just auto bounce it to get the best we can. The expansion pack targeting 67%. I don't really plan on doing an expansion anyway, I think, so. I think that'll be fine. 100% expected interest, 1% wasted. It's pretty alright. It'll take about 2 years. It recommends more programmers, which we can definitely do. We'll just have to make sure that we get 2-star system for these features. Otherwise, if we get a 1-star system programmer, they literally cannot help us. They'll just sit there with their thumbs twiddling and don't know what to do. Yeah, it's a lot more time if I make a framework. We're gonna not. 2D editors. What do we got? It's a good one. Some active users. License 716 sounds perfect. And here. License fees 811. Good quality sounds perfect. I like how the one is mediocre. It's like, I mean, it works. Oh my god, Inslim X4. 2 million active users. Dude, WeedShop is killing it. I think WeedShop was the publisher for Got That Sheep, by the way. Man. I may as well have gone with the operating system exclusivity agreement, too. Oh well. Marketing. Still. I can do my own printing. Don't really need the money because 59,000 bucks up front for like almost 15% more royalty. Not worth it. That would have slaughtered me with this release. It's already made me like $1 million in total. As is. Oh yeah, we'll just go marketing it again. Contractually obligated to release it in July. Yeah, that's okay. I wish we were doing this like at the end of the day, but whatever. It's fine. Watch us be like a month late with it now. Hey, it's WeedShop again. Excellent. My pals. Alright. 2D graphics. So 2D, it's system. 2-star system is what we need. So let's hire on some help. Yeah, I love, like, we're actively leaving. And it's like, alright, let's start this project. Excellent. Did this go onto... Okay, it probably auto-assumed. Looking for programmers. Secondary role, I don't really care. Salary, I'll give you a medium salary to ensure we get pretty decent. I'm only picking up 2 people, actually. We can maybe go high salary, but that's gonna be... That's tough. That is tough. Let's just go for medium. Filter by compatibility for our core team. Oh, okay. Never mind. We'll figure it out then. I guess I'm kind of okay with whatever, but we do definitely want system. And 2D would be helpful, but we'll leave it on ignore. If they've got it, then great, but it's mostly system we need. It was system, right? Paranoid now. Yeah, system. Yeah. 2D was, okay. I think we had like a 1-star 2D, but we've probably got it. Expecting less than 50 applicants, it'll cost $970 just to look for folks. If I were to filter by trait, it'll cost more, depending on what I choose. So I can say like yes and no to stuff and be like, I definitely want somebody who's a fast learner. So only look for people who are fast learners. Handy if we're going for a medium salary, actually, because they'll be able to pick up themselves pretty quick. I think generally it's like kinda whatever. Oh yeah, modest would be great. Modest or fast learner. Jeez, we're both. Let's just begin looking. Let's roll the dice, see what we get. Sort by compatibility. Yeah, only good compatibility, a couple of them. That's gonna be a problem. It's gonna be a big problem. Our compatibility with folks is generally very rough. We're gonna have to start looking for people with the disconnected or unhinged or whatever. Detached. That's the one where they don't care about team compatibility. Good nor bad. Easily stressed. Born leader. Ugh. But like, you're not though? I guess you have a lot of points for leader. I guess. Not emotionally affected by anything. Forgetful is kind of pain. That is like, if they're not actively gaining experience in something, they will lose experience in other areas, so they just naturally become very focused. Kind of okay with that as just a programmer, but do not as your leader. Don't. Unless you have a very specific purpose. Man. Sunshine, friend maker, walk instead. Yeah, Check out the big brain on Azuranos. Congratulations, you're in fast learner, big brain, bit forgetful, and walk instead. Walk instead I don't think matters too much because I'm going to be getting a bike rack anyway for folks, so you could just ride a bike instead of using a car, and I'm pretty sure that works. And forgetful, yeah, it would be really annoying if you weren't just a programmer. So, because you are just a programmer, then fine, excellent, great. You just do that. We can technically just, like, programmer, and they're done. Set. And then, next up, it's hops. Also forgetful, but again, you're just a programmer, so I think it's fine. This is fine, speaking of. Very cool. And unfazed. I don't care. You just work. Just shut up and work. Just forget the world around you. It's fine. Excellent. So that's what I like to hear. So there. Congratulations. Our first 2 employees. You're in. If you didn't know, by the way, I'm just using the Patreon name list generally. I did a big randomize, and I chose the first few high-tier folks to be the additional founders alongside Krug, and everything else is just randomized through. So, easy peasy. We'll probably get through everybody on Patreon, so if you'd like to be a worker for me, I'll take real good care of you, I promise. This computer is hops, and then this down here, Azuranos. No particular reason, just kind of whatever. Excellent. And you both have calculators, yeah? Yeah. Good, good. Oh, hey. Okay, yeah, the calculator also turns into a brick. That's a bit harder to notice, though, then. I'm sure the drawing tablet also just turns into, like, a 2D plane at some point as well. Possibly. So, with the additional workers, they'll be coming in tomorrow. That's why I paused, because I didn't want time to just, like, teleport us off into a new day, and then I hire them, and then they come in the next day. Ugh. Watching security leave. Yeah, there should, like, always be somebody down here. Okay. Somebody always down here watching the cameras and stuff. I think. Oh, that's neat. That's a really cool detail. Ooh, car driving by. The lights are, it's a black and white cam when the lights are off. That's a really fun detail. I like that. I like that a lot. I kind of want to give you a camera just to watch yourself. I wonder if that would do anything. Oh yeah, finish that. Whoops. And start the new update. Not as many updates for this nowadays, or not as many bugs for it nowadays, just the periodic 1 or 2 here and there. If you went through enough iterations early on and have really decent employees working in it the entire time, that would generally just be how things are. Practically bug-free. Practically. Ooh, hello? Oh, the IT guy. Okay, yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. And then some security leaving, and oh no, we're heading to bankruptcy. It's fine. That massive several $100,000 deficit it's not usual. So what's your deal, Mr. Tarvin? What are you stressing about right now? How and why? Oh, you're a programmer, but also, like, service. You should just be doing service, though. There's nothing for you to program right now. It's also a bit loud. Yeah, no, that's fair. Really get in there, get the immersion. Oh. Clang, 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 clang. Yeah, that's probably pretty loud in there. Not awful, only when somebody's walking by you or making coffee over there. Or like the coffee's over there, and you've got the wall for the... This cleaner would leave us alone? Get out of here, cleaner. Okay, we're gonna change the cleaner's hours. That's it. That settles it. You leave when we show you clean up from the night before. Krug looks terrifying right now. What is with Krug? Look at that face. Krug? You good? Man, he is like very spooky looking from oh my god. You don't even see his eyes. It's like Slender Man material. Wow. Right. So. Managed to have cleaning get out of here at 8 then. So you're only bugging people for a little while. We'll get, yeah, 16 to 20 for IT, I guess. It's just kind of whatever, you know? Like, maintenance, same deal, coming with them, and career shouldn't be bothering anybody. That should be okay. Notice we do have some boxes sitting, waiting to be picked up. Some orders are coming through. Ideally, I never have to order copies through the menu anymore, because it costs like $2 per. To print them, it costs, I think, 2 cents per. I think. It's stupidly cheap in comparison. Oh, there we are. Picked up a couple boxes, heading over just to wait somewhere. Excellent. Just kind of waiting in the lobby. It's all right. It's fine. Just watching me work. It's okay. God, I'm not heading for bankruptcy. It's fine, game. Relax. Okay, there we go. I don't know why it's acting like you're doing programming work or development work sometimes. Also, July 83, we have more than a year for this one again. So, can probably give it the old 2 designed iterations, maybe a 3rd, but otherwise we can do like a lot of bug fixing with this. It's gonna be great. You're still doing it. There's nothing to program. Only service. And there's only this to service. There's just the one thing. Unless I tell you to do bug fixing, and then there might be a second thing to do periodically. But now you're happy with it? What is going on? And now you're upset. Maybe that's the noise though. Okay. Okay. So maybe I move the desks around a little bit then. We'll see if that's what's doing it, because I don't think it's your super focus triggering. I think it's just the noise, and it happens to be the same sort of penalty. So we will just pick up and spin these. Scooted them into the corner a bit more, gave them a side cubicle wall, spun these desks around, gave them a back cubicle wall so people running over to get food are less distracting. And you guys don't have a cool window view anymore, but hey, you keep complaining about the noise. What do you expect? That's what you get. Windows are for winners only, and you are clearly not one of them. Got him. Yeah, jeez. Sometimes little adjustments like that have to happen. It is what it is. Oh no, headed for bankruptcy again. No, we lost $200 last month. And then file within 2 days or pay 34,000 feet. Oh, that's what's going on with you? I get it. You were distracted, but you were doing support. You're also capable of doing taxes though, right? Yeah, that's what it is. You're distracted between supporting Got That Sheep and also the accounting. It wasn't the noise. Oh, that makes sense. Right, well, yeah, I mean, if we have to pay a fee, then whatever, I guess. See if you ever get your money. We're getting there with it, though. We're getting the tax report done. It's happening. Estimating, I'm not sure if it knows what it's estimating. It's a bit confused. Yeah, we're probably gonna pay a bit of a fee. I can afford it. Fees are only a punishment for the poor. Am I right, guys? It's over. Day's done. All right, well, hey, you gave it a shot. Well done. Bring on the fine. Also, we can probably head to develop for that. A bit of work on the 3rd iteration. It's probably all right. Make sure server is set. Server 0. Excellent. Fine, $34,000 for failing to file a tax report for 1981. Tuh. Watch me care. See you down there working. Got my eye on you. Yeah, well, that's going at a pretty good pace right now. Pretty good pace. Not bad. A lot of folks doing a lot of work on it. And technically, yeah, we could also do a 24/7 operation with our workers as well. Get a night shift in. Yeah, that is a thing. That is a possibility. And in fact, night shifts are pretty easy to do because there's also the employee benefits, if you don't mind spending the money, for a night shift compensation. So people working between the hours of 18 and 5 get extra money, which keeps them very happy. They love that. It's a really great way to keep them happy, but still work them quite hard. Right. Well, yeah, alright, we can get the audio up there to 1979 levels using the Sign Take 3. Fantastic, it's about time. Mostly just waiting on people to make a tool for that, like, year, you know? Sometimes takes them a little while to get it done. Nothing in storage waiting to be picked up. In stock, 10,000. We're probably able to port this to something by now. We could port it to Line View 4. Let's go for that. God, we still have an entire year to finish Gut Those Sheep. July of 83. It's June of 82. It's wild to me. It's really wild. We can probably give this thing a few iterations. Looks like tomorrow the port to Line View 4 will be done, then I can resume Gut Those Sheep. Figured we're ahead enough on this, I don't mind pausing it for a little while and let Azuranos simmer down a little. I think having a lot of projects in parallel as well add to a little bit of stress for folks. Some people care about it a lot more than others, based on just trait/personality. So, like, I guess it's kind of an alright deal, like, pausing stuff periodically just to keep folks sane. Don't think it matters for our founders, though. It's kind of is what it is. I don't think they ever quit. I think even if you work them literally 24/7, their efficiency will drop down to like 10, where the added hours isn't really actually beneficial anymore. But I don't think they quit or anything. You can fire them, I think. Hey, money. What was the big hurrah at? Oh yeah, a bunch of sales, probably for the new release, yeah. I wasn't really paying attention to the active users. We got a lot of boxes sitting though, so that's good. That's a good sign. Give it an update for those new users, and away we go. We might be hitting our first heart of simulation, getting a little bit more known in this space. Takes a while. Unless you have like a really mega breakthrough success that's giving you hundreds of millions every month. Like, sometimes you have that. The game can really quickly go from kind of small micromanagement to we're finally one of the, well, not finally, we're suddenly one of the biggest companies in the world now. At least that's how it used to be. Maybe that's calmed down a little bit since back in the day. That's often how it would be for me though, where it's just like everything is cool and fine and we're taking it a little bit chill and stuff, and then suddenly that one huge success comes out of nowhere. It's just woof. Suddenly tens of millions of dollars, and I don't know what to do with any of it. Man, loud in there. Really loud in there. I like how I like spent all this time and effort like making this building look nice and stuff, but like for the most part it sort of like turns in almost to an idler, and you're just like staring at just a room because you're mostly looking over here and up here. I like it. I get a kick out of it. It's like in games where I'm just like running around just like mining and collecting stuff. I don't necessarily need a strong reason to do it, I just enjoy doing it. It's the same deal with this. I like making offices and stuff. Every time I do it, I tend to learn like a new trick or something, and I like to carry that over into the next building project, you know? So hey, it's getting there with that. We can go for an update. And send this off to a review. Outsource it fully, look at everything with all the people. Get the biggest, clearest picture we possibly can for what it's worth. Ooh, review accuracy 100%. Yo, excellent. It's looking pretty solid. Let's iterate it. Yeah, because we still have so much time. Excellent. You know what I said about making tens of millions? This might do it for us. Depends how well the marketing works. I don't know if it'll be enough to carry us, because we still won't really have much of a name, but... Oh yeah, that gave us a lot more work to do. Oh, an excellent iteration. I don't know what determines how much more work there is to do after an iteration. When you, like, refine after a review. I'm not sure how that works. I never figured that out. Because sometimes you do it and it's like, yeah, 10%. But, like, this is, like, brought us down to 50% across the board again. It's significant. Also, Craig Dudesky, still ready or newly ready for an education? Did we have that already? I think we had that already. Can give you a new star, but I wasn't quite ready for it at the time. But I guess now, I guess I could. It's for programming? Oh yeah, I think we had our programmer, Mr. Tarvin, I think, offer education before, didn't we? That's right. That's right. Programming. Let's give you a system programming, 15% boost for system code then. I guess. The problem is your skill's not that great, though, is the thing. Like, it's just your potential is awful. So it doesn't matter much, but at least the 15% keeps you at least kind of sort of caught up to the octopus that is Mr. Tarvin. Ah, God. How are we doing with the new employees, by the way? Are they enjoying life? Is everything happy with benefits? Had a great vacation? Compatibility with folks is... That's the thing. Okay. Alright, it's increasing with Hops. Almost friends with Hops. Probably doesn't get to talk to many other people, though. Unless maybe you can't make friends with founders? Because Hops is also the only other non-founder that we've got, so like that could also be. But no, you're getting there. Yeah, you're not really getting there, though. Okay, well, no, saying that, Hops and Mr. Tarvin are friends. Well, jeez. So you would think that having, like the traits and stuff like that, it's a little bit more complex than you would think it is, because on one hand, you would think that, like, oh, I'll keep employees happy. They'll all be, like, really cool, social, outgoing people who are really friendly and nice to each other, and everybody's going to be a really great friend. That's good and fine until you play the game for a bit, and it's time to get rid of somebody, or God forbid they get fired, or rather die. It's like getting fired. Because people can die as well, or they retire. And that's pretty bad for morale. when their friend died or had to leave the company for whatever reason, and I don't know if people can be poached from you by the AI. I'm not sure on that, but it's not so easy just being like, haha, I'll just make everybody super cool friends, because yeah, that comes with problems, big problems. So you don't necessarily want to have everybody who's like really introvert and quiet and mean and stuff like that, because they don't socialize at all, but their team, like, dynamic working together is going to be awful. So they're really just on their own great, but there's a higher potential if they were, like, around with friends and stuff all the time, because then their mood is great and their performance is great, and you're not going to get this crazy effectiveness that you'll have with happier folks, you know? Oh yeah, Mr. Tarvin is the one you're working right next to. So that makes a lot of sense that you two became friends. That's nice. Good for you. Well done. Alright. Man, 200% effectiveness though. Holy crap. If we get your skill up there... Because the thing with Tarvin is their skill's also capped, so them working it at almost 200% is already like... I'm doing the work of like 4 normal employees almost. Which you're also ready for education, by the way. We can probably have you do that. I think we'll still finish this in time. You know what? Let's do that. pause this real quick. Send you off for education before the day is up. Get you 2D, how about? 15% speed boost for 2D code as well. Just going right down the line. Fantastic. Tremendous. 3D starts to become a thing technically as early as 1985, but I've never had the AI research that in time. Typically, you start seeing 3D like 1987 or 88. So I don't have to worry about like saving up education points until around then. As your Honest and Hop's already wanting a raise. Requesting quite a large one. It is what it is. I'm not going to argue with it. Whatever gets you out of my office faster, pretty much. I can't be bothered. I gotta watch these bars go up, man. Dude, I'm busy. There is human resources that we can hire. You pick up somebody who's got leadership skill and you send them in for education to be specifically HR. And then you can assign that HR person to a team through the Manage Teams menu. And we don't have an HR. From there you can have, depending on the HR person's skill and specialties, already handle like disputes and raises and all that kind of stuff.